Hello, my lovely writers. How are you all? Imperfect action, messy action, done is better than perfect. These are three phrases that I have had drummed into me for a long, long time. And slowly but surely I have embraced them. I've leaned into them. I've taken them on board and understood that if I want to make progress with my writing life, if I want to write that book, I've got to lean into the imperfect. I've got to get started. I've got to take some action. And I really, really wanted to impress that upon you today, that doing something messily and imperfectly is so much better than not doing it at all. And some of you might be thinking, well, if I don't have my plot line all worked out, then there's no point in me getting started. For you sci-fi writers, if I don't have that whole world and that Bible worked out, then there's no point in me getting started. Or you might be thinking, if I don't have an in-depth character sketch done, there's no point in me getting started. But I want you to know that you've got to start somewhere, and that is with the imperfection. That is with not knowing everything, not having all the answers. If you want to be like your favourite writer, you've got to get started. If you want to feel as capable and as competent and as accomplished and as finessed as your favourite writer, you've got to remember that they started somewhere. They were beginners once as well. They had the same imperfections. They had the same insecurities, the same feelings of doubt, the lack of confidence, exactly the same as you. But they had to do it anyway. They had to lean into that. They had to take messy action. They had to take imperfect action. They had to acknowledge that done was better than perfect. I'm sure if you go to any of your favourite writers, they will say their books are not perfect. There are so many things that they would want to do differently. But they've got to acknowledge the book is what it is. The story is what it is. They are the writer they are, and they've got to move forward with that. And people will love what they do. Remember, we are always our harshest critics. So please do take that messy action, take that imperfect action, because done is better than perfect. There's no point having this perfect book in your head if it's not on the paper. And you can't get the book that you want unless you get something down that you can mould and shape and edit and revise and turn into the finished product you want it to be. Something I've talked about recently is being uncomfortable. You've got to get used to being uncomfortable with your writing, because that is the part of the creative process. But I'll talk more about that another day. For now though, just remember, take imperfect action, messy action. Done is better than perfect.